I mean, my favorite thing that I say in the documentary is that I have bipolar. I learn how to live with it, and I just have made it my friend because that's truly what it can be to me now. Yeah. I mean, it's taken me a long time. It's, that's not 6 years. That's probably 10 years in reality, but it's really been interesting, and I feel better and I feel great now that I can talk about it. I think that is a huge part of why I decided to release it after having an internal battle. I mean, daily at one point, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't release it. And this is too honest. This is too much of myself, until I realized that ultimately it was meant for something bigger. It wasn't just about me. It was about other people. And it took a life of its own and became what it is now, which I'm still nervous about. I'm still anxious about. But I think releasing it is a huge healing process for me. And it's me letting go of that version of myself. I think at first it's frightening, but I feel like if you surround yourself with people who support you and love you, you have to be careful with who you share your story with. I think that can be dangerous. Sharing something that maybe was really hurtful, or sharing a story about your internal struggles to someone who may not be giving you the right advice, or guiding you another way that will only lead you to more pain, is scary. So first and foremost, I would say making sure you surround yourself with great people. And then I would say learn everything there is to learn once it's out. Once you say, okay, I'm dealing with depression, then find out every single thing you can about what that means. And when you have a relationship with depression, as opposed to, allowing it to keep sinking and inside of you, it's a little bit more freeing, I think, to understand yourself better. I want to know what triggers me. I want to know why I get depressed, and start asking yourself questions to open up yourself instead of, it's easier said than done, though, I should say. But instead of, keeping it in, I find that the biggest reward is letting it go. When I can't let something go, I feel maybe something is my fault, or I should have done more of this or less of that. And it starts to become, just like I kind of turn sad. One thing I've noticed when I watched the documentary back for the first time, I didn't even recognize that girl anymore. And it broke my heart because I was talking about my body and my image, and I just hate that I ever felt those feelings. And I think because I have a younger sister, there's been this huge responsibility given to me. It's healthy to want to be strong for other people, but I needed to recognize I needed to be strong for myself. And that took a while, and it took things like making myself uncomfortable and changing my thought process, changing the things I watch on TV, changing the music I'm listening to, little things that I can adjust that will perhaps change my mood or make me feel better instead of worse, Well, to be honest, I've been to 4 treatment centers, and I have a lot of opinions on, rehabs, if you will, or places to go. There's a lot that I don't agree with, but what I will say is throughout all of it, learning lessons through dialectical behavior therapy or cognitive behavioral therapy, there's something that's always been embedded in me throughout all of those different moments in my life. And that was always to recognize when something was happening to me, accepting it. And I think once I realized that this was something that wasn't going to go away, this wasn't something that was going to be fixed by going to these places. It was more so, what can I know about myself? Okay, if I kind of go down this road, I'm going to get triggered, and I know that feeling and I know how to avoid it. However, I go to therapy. I also have, medication that I fully am on that I believe in full-heartedly, and it helps me stay balanced. But I still have to deal with it. I still have days that are pretty low and moments that I'm just too over the top, and I'm like, I want to buy everyone a house and I want to save the world. But I've learned to kind of understand it. And the best part about that is also my family and friends learning how to live with it too. They can be great friends to me in that way. And that took a lot of time as well.